Alright, let's see what we can do.
This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Thanks for joining us here today in La Quinta, California.
All right,
Beautiful
Sergio.
spot. We're at the Career Builder Challenge. Frank, what do we have out here today?
Past 72, every inch of this golf course is going to extract the best out of your game, because if you don't play your best, you will struggle. Anything in the 60s, something to be proud of. There's always advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you put the two together, it's just straight up a head start.
Frank, what are you thinking on this second shot here at 15?
Well, if mentally you could take out all that bunker complex on the left, this second shot would look extremely straightforward. And that's really the way you've got to play it. You've got to act like those bunkers aren't there on that left side. And therefore, you can go straight at this flag.
Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Birdie putt coming up. The par on this hole yesterday.
Formality here.
That was a nice birdie, and no doubt he's feeling pretty good about his position on this leaderboard.
A series of good holes in a row has got him to this point.
This is the second par 5 at PGA West of 600 or more yards. The 16th is a pretty good test.
Ooh, that does not look good. Wait a minute. Left out.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards.
Second shot.
I'm going to take it up here to a 12-degree driver. Yes, I could probably bounce this close to the pin.
I think this one looks like it might have a postage stamp on it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it. Send it.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well,
Not the putt I was looking for.
that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Settles in over the putt.
That's uphill.
I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace. It's hard to be critical of that.
Looking to make a move. This putt for birdie. Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. Now to the signature par 3. It only plays 168 yards from the tips, but the tee sits up high and the wind can blow, and a lot can happen here.
Should be safely on deck.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
Oh, that incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
So they'll tap in.
Great, too.
Beautiful. One great hole after another here at PGA West. The finishing hole, no exception. Frank, what can we expect here?
Great finishing hole. It's amazing. If you took the 3 bunkers we're first going to see down the right side, this would almost be a nothing hole. But because they're perfectly situated here, they really shrink up that driving area down the left side. And this is just a reward for a great swing, a great strike, a great shot.
I'm only hitting at 55%. Holy shit. Juice on here.
So missed the fairway, and now he's back where he needs to be.
Yeah, minimize the problems.
Third shot, looking for a good one.
Oh, that was solid, Rich. This one's safely on.
Frank, a par here, that's just fine. There you have it. Round 3 is finished, and it was a good one, Frank.
Yeah, after 3 rounds in, you really could start to see who could take home the trophy when it's all said and done. Great play, though, up until this point. Round 4 should be an absolute thriller.
They're counting ducks. I wonder how many they got.
Today's coverage brought to you by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Today, it's the final round of the Career Builder Challenge.
He's going for a little extra.
Just pulverized that golf ball. Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that.
Oh, Sergio's gonna catch up to me, man. Fucking Serge. Sergio.
Good work right there. He'll settle for par.
Oh, Sergio's fucked now. I got...
Frank, if a player needs to make a big move at the close of the round, how could they get at this whole location and make a birdie? They call this turning home.
Yeah, I think that's where you have to be a little more aggressive off the tee shot. A drive of 280 yards can certainly take those 2 bunkers down the left out of play. There is one in the distance down there, 350 yards. So even the longest hitters can still hit driver down there. You imagine pumping one down there, sort of 340 yards. Now you turn a long hole into a drive and wedge. That's how you get aggressive.
Yeah, looks good.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Right down, dude. Bunch of this shit.
Looks like he just misread that.
I want to restart this.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. He's made it. Par 5 16th is a slight dog-leg left at 600 yards. Now to the par 5 16th, Frank, this is a pretty solid hole.
Like all the other par 5s here, length gets a big advantage here. This hole, as you mentioned, bends to the left, and that bunker can be taken out of play by the longest hitters. 326 yards will get you past that. Otherwise, there's sort of a V shoot down the right side that everybody else has to respect.
That's in the fairway. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot.
Oh yeah, I'm on. Back a little bit.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. So a tester from 4 feet.
Go 4 feet away. They're going to make it complicated.
Well, Frank, this is just an absolute bludgeoning right now. An eagle and the lead widens. Well, there it is. They call it Alcatraz. Just sitting out there on the water, 168 yards away, Frank.
Well, speaking of water, that water looks so peaceful, doesn't it? It'd be a shame to spoil it with a splash.
This one's looking good.
Oh.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? Can't wait to write those on the card. 1 below par. Chalk it up. It's a birdie. Well, Frank, hopefully the player has arrived here at 18 in a pretty good frame of mind. If not, you have to be thinking, oh, here we go again. Water left. I mean, you could shoot 100 out here on this golf course if you don't have your best stuff.
Yeah, this is another example of, you're right, if you've got the bad mojo going, this is not the hole you want to be playing. Water left, bunkers right. Somewhere in between, though, this fairway.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. Frank, you've been there around the world. What's this moment like?
You don't forget it, Rich.
Frank, he took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
That's why you play the game, to stack up the wins. Great effort right there.
All right. Beat the reefers by 2. Oh, Reefers is gone now. I got fucking whoever this Henrik. I win. Phoenix open. Nice management. Let's do it. Oh, Scottsdale. This is a good course, man. This has always been like one of my favorite courses since back in the Tiger Woods days. Pretty much easy, just gotta watch out for traps. No big trees. I think the greens are pretty easy too. Let's see what they give me.
presented by EA Sports in association with the PGA Tour. Welcome to the Stadium Course, TPC Scottsdale in Arizona. It's a masterful blend of challenge and playability designed by the team of Tom Weiskopf and Jay Morrish. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Novello for EA Sports.
The changes, Rich, they made in 2014 have just added a luster to this great venue that hosts the PGA Tour event each and every year. And it's a great test for any level of play. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
And to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole, this for birdie. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
How did that not go in? Now, as they say, 300-yard drive, one shot, miss a short one, also one shot.
Yeah, that's painful. Just a couple of feet. Been a little too much of that, Frank. Just sort of ho-hum pars.
Never gonna get that fucking gold jack.
This is a good hole, Frank. The par 4 8th.
Yet another dogleg left, Rich, on the front side. And it's a sharper dogleg now because they've put in 2 bunkers down the left side. He is winding this one up. Does he have the power, though?
Look at this. Look at all the power in that coil. Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Wouldn't be better if it was on a tee.
Frank, one of the great moments in tournament history here in Scottsdale. You go back to 1996, the sudden death playoff between Phil Mickelson and Justin Leonard. Mickelson has always been the hero out here because he went to Arizona State.
Yeah, and it still runs through his veins, Rich. There was such an important win for him because to do it in front of people that he considered his home crowd was huge. And then also to do it in a playoff where, obviously it's win or lose. So for Mickelson, 1996 and TPC Scottsdale certainly ring home.
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Shouldn't be a problem here. So into the top 15 on the leaderboard with that birdie. A few more, and who knows, maybe top 10 or top 5. Finishing out the front side now at the 9th. And Frank, what do you think of this par 4?
Nice way to finish the front 9, Rich. Very thin green, protected by that little splash bunker in the front. Iron players get a real advantage here. One bunker down the right side to be aware of off the tee, though. I doubt anybody could carry that.
This is just a superb performance. Great round to this point, Frank, and you can really see that reflected in his mood today.
Yeah, it just looks too easy. Swinging the club beautifully. Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity.
Oh, yeah. I sent him screenshots, Rob.
Are you kidding me? Come on. You can't hit a ball that hard.
That is crushing it beyond all crushing.
Not the longest, but not bad. 295 yards in the fairway. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here.
Make it. What do we got here? 7 iron, it's almost too much.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Robbed.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. See if he can get something going here. 2 straight birdies.
Got 3 hole-in-ones today, Rob. Fuck, man. Not on this course. On my last stream, somewhere toward like 3/4 of it, there's a course called Battlefield. It's like from the video game Battlefield. And it's called Paracel, whatever. And the entire course is nothing but par 3s. Pretty cool. Then they got one called Treasure Island that I played like right before or right after that, where it's like fucking pirates, whatever. You know, all sports. Fantasy courses.
Setting himself up for a good weekend, the wily golf instructor makes his birdie. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
That doesn't look good at all. I'm out of bounds. I'm in a different fucking fairway.
What was he thinking there?
I have no earthly idea.
They're gonna let me shoot it from there. No OB. Nope. Not a problem.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
That is classy.
Well, a chance of going in.
Locked in on the read and the speed.
That's close.
Frank, this is a good position to be in for a player. Making birdies, making some moves.
Yeah, starting to get the momentum, too, for the finish.
On to the par 4 11th hole. Frank, what's the best play here?
No bunkers really here to worry about, Rich, so you have to pick something in the distance as a good line. Something a little bit away from the water that protects the left side of this fairway. And it's adjacent to the 13th hole, the other par 5 coming home. So a good drive, perhaps with a little bit of cut off the tee. And that should shape up nicely for this long par 4. I tell you, there's long and long. And that, with a little bit of breeze behind, it's long.
He rode the wind there to payday. He's going to have a good look coming up.
I think Tiger's sitting at home counting his shekels, as it were. He's fucking done. He's going to become a instructor. Guy's washed up.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
His career's basically over, right? But that doesn't mean anything, because if you really think about it, like, it's EA Sports, right? What about John Madden? That dude hasn't fucking played football. The only thing that he catches is fucking sandwiches in his mouth. That he's fat as fuck, right? But there's still a new Madden series that comes out every year, right? So we're not Tiger.
What a turn of events. Just turned this round upside down. Started off slow, but then managed to pick up the pace. And back on track now. That was a nice birdie. No doubt, he's feeling pretty good about his position on this leaderboard.
A series of good holes in a row has got him to this point.
Well, Frank, this is kind of the forgotten par 3 on the back 9 here at TPC Scottsdale. All of that attention on hole number 16. What do you think of the par 3 12?
This is by far tougher, Rich. Downhill tee shot, especially off that back tee. Bunkering down the left, sort of it catches your eye, but it also takes your eye off the water, which is behind and to the right of this green. Got to be careful. This is a real sleeper, this par 3.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
what up, Monster
Starting
Fox?
to make a nice move. 5 under with that birdie for the tournament. Well, Frank, round 1 in the books. Look who's on top of the leaderboard.
And that's with some strong play today. They don't really need to look back. Strong play heading into the second round tomorrow.
Ah, you downloaded it. Good, good, good. I'll give you a couple days to adjust, and then I'll play you heads up. Alright, so I gotta beat Graham Cracker from Canada. Not a problem.
This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Simply put, there is nothing like it in the game of golf. It is by far the biggest spectator event in the sport. We're at TPC Scottsdale in Scottsdale, Arizona. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. And Frank, what can you tell us about this golf course?
Well, everybody wants to know about 16, the famed par 3 here, surrounded by those skyboxes. Once again, that'll be a topic of the day. But really, this is a regular site for the PGA Tour. So those of you that were familiar with the golf course, it's now changed. 2014, the designers Morris and Weiskopf did a massive renovation.
Well over 100,000 fans every day, better than 500,000 for the week. It's a giant party, mixed in with a heck of a tournament. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. That is a solid par putt. Now to the 5th hole and a challenging par 4.
Slightly longer this year, played off a new tee at the back, and there used to be 2 bunkers down the right side. They've now been put together to form one, and in the perfect position that really makes you get out your tee shot. It takes a very big drive to try and carry that bunker on the right. It's going to be at least 315 plus yards to get past that. Green itself still tilts a little left to right and back towards the player.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Frank, this game will drive me crazy.
Yeah, you can do so many things right, and then just something so simple, completely wrong.
No problems there.
Yeah, it keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
What's up?
Par 4 6th, and Frank, a couple of options here.
Yeah, a hole that bends to the left. A draw is the preferred shot off the tee. The longer hitters will have a big advantage. They'll be able to get it down there and just have a pitch or a short wedge into this. If you're not, well, that long, then you're going to have to lay it back short of those bunkers. That's going to leave a lengthy second shot.
Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. Second shot coming out of the rough here.
There we go, on the green.
Frank, which way is this headed?
Well, judging by his body English, looks like it's heading a little right. There is a bit of green out there, though.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read. And missed out on that second part. So a tester from 4 feet. Good effort and good par putt. Frank, where's the difficulty here on the 7th hole, the par 3 of more than 200 yards?
Well, Rich, front hole locations are always probably the toughest here because that's the narrowest part of the green. Bunkering really hasn't changed, and the green still does widen up, but the hole tends to play slightly uphill. That just came out blazing.
That's funny.
It hit the green, it was never going to stop. Under out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
Frank, how about that?
Well, can you believe that, too? I mean, could have hit the flag and bounced away instead. Straight in. Amazing shot. And really deserves it.
There you have it, Frank. The second round is complete. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think anybody looking at this leaderboard, anybody in the top 10 of that leaderboard is certainly in a good position to win. Quality of the golf there in that first 10 is excellent.
I'm in 8th. 3 shots down. 2 rounds to go. Probably win by 3. Oh man, it snowed today too. And it's snowing right now. I'm gonna drive to work in it tomorrow.
This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming your way.
It's the whole Tiger Woods.
Set in the Sonoran Desert and surrounded by the majestic McDowell Mountains. We're at the stadium course at TPC Scottsdale in Arizona. Hello again and welcome. Rich Slaughter alongside Frank Nobilo, set to bring you all the action for today's event. Frank, when you think about the TPC Scottsdale, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
The golf course has been radically changed in 2014, but it still hasn't lost its luster. Really, it's just been updated like the game itself for these young, strong players of the modern era. Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
And got the 9. I don't think so though. Par 5? Yeah.
Well on the green, but far from the hole.
A little bit of a head scratcher. A lot of work coming up here.
Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long.
Yeah. Slow downhill.
So the eagle goes begging. He still has this for birdie. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
A few more birdies like that, Rich, you never know, just might sneak placed on the podium.
In the top 10 right now. Well, partner, here we go. Players have characterized it as terrifying,
that shit up, folks. Tony
amazing. The stadium atmosphere here at this hole, the 16th of par 3, is really spectacular, isn't it, Frank?
It is. Because of the atmosphere, the number of people, this is the closest a golfer gets to like kicking a field goal in a Super Bowl. It's just surrounded by people. It's not really the difficulty of the hole. Just over 160 yards, a modest par 3. There's no water in trouble. But it's an atmosphere that golfers never normally are familiar with.
Well, you can hear it right off the center of the club face. This has a chance to be close. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Just continuing to play some really good golf. 8 under par for the championship. Now to the 17th, and Frank, fair to say this is one of the best short par 4s in all of golf?
It is. The drivable par 4 that's designed the way it's meant to be played is a winner. The ones that are just shortened to be made drivable, they don't work. This was designed to be a 17th hole, and it was designed to be drivable. You couldn't get a better place, and you couldn't get a better par 4.
Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot.
Oh, how did that miss?
Are you kidding me? I mean, that one was dead center. Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. Frank, all of a sudden, another player to factor in on this leaderboard.
Yeah, and things are starting to tighten up right now. Going to see where the next move comes from. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that? Huge with a capital H.
Moved it a long ways. Excellent drive right there, Frank.
Circa 310.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Getting set now over the putt.
I'm actually surprised he made that.
Well, birdies are hard to come by in this situation. So tight.
Keeps him right in the thick of it. Frank, that front page of the leaderboard has been looking good all week.
You're exactly right, Rich. I think our winner is certainly going to come from that list right now. I'm excited for tomorrow's final round.
Final round?
This is EA Sports.
If you're wondering why the rounds are so short,
coming up
they
next.
give you an option to play the most important
Here at the TPC Scottsdale in Arizona, and Frank, when so many people tune in to watch this great event, they think immediately of the 16th hole, with all of those fans jammed in. It's like Fenway Park inside the desert there, but it's much more than that little par 3, isn't it?
It certainly is more than that, Rich. The TPC Scottsdale is a great venue for a PGA Tour event. It's a blend of everything. Birdie opportunities, holes that are fraught by water, bunkering that's being changed. All in all, it's a great atmosphere with nearly 500,000 people that visit this during the tournament week.
All right, Frank, now the fun begins. We are teed up at the par 5 15th hole. Plenty to talk about here.
Yeah, the fairway down the left side is anything other than straight. It's more like a
10 mile an hour
shipwreck, the
winds.
raggedness of it. And that water in play, well, if you do find one on the fairway, you can sort of always wave across to the people that are walking down the 11th hole. Find the fairway, you can reach this par 5 and 2. A little bit of an island-looking green there, bunker on the left, and
really
also another bunker just short right. But a fairway missed here. Well, you can rack up 5, 6, 7. We've seen all sorts of scores here at 15.
Look at that. I can't even get over that. Even with a pitch and a flop, still can't. Oh man, I'm 9 wood, that's why. Well, that's still fairway, I'll take that. If I can get out of it. I still got trees to contend with over there.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Nah. Probably. I don't know how loud it is in comparison to me talking. Let me see. Doesn't look like it. Wait a minute. Commentary's up to 100%, so alright, you tell me now if it makes any difference. Oh, not play now. Go career.
presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour.
Okay, now I can barely hear them, which means you should be able to hear me a lot better. I don't know. Let's see.
Just a slight breeze coming out of the northwest. Under clear skies, temperatures in the mid-70s. Really an ideal day for golf. Rich Motor alongside Frank Novello. EA Sports getting set for all the action this afternoon, and a challenge certainly not only with the golf course in front of them, but the changing wind conditions.
Yeah, that's where you've got to pick the right club today. Remember, look where the flag is. It's at the back there. You can always go and hit that shot on the little low and use the front of the green. And the flag's at the front.
Is it? Okay.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this
Cool.
hole.
Well, with a good shot here, Rich. This eagle on the cards. Hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage. Good looking shot right here. Just the pace of the hole, shooting the players off. Made the birdie yesterday. There's a good chance to make another one today. These putts keep the round together. When it was raining plastic cups.
It was also his reaction, too, and that ushered in the Tiger Woods era that we became associated with, which is the fist pumping, the rowdy spectators. I mean, he was one of the few players that bridged the gap between spectator and golf course. And it still goes on till today. And I think Rory McIlroy probably is the only other player that starts to broach that type of inside and outside atmosphere of golf.
Still to this day, it's the loudest single moment that I can ever remember here.
That's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one. Just moving that much closer to that leader now, Rich.
That sucks, Rob.
Frank, when you get to the 17th hole, we always recall maybe the single most bizarre shot in the history of golf.
Yeah, everybody talks about maybe a hole-in-one at 16, but really 17. And the player was Andrew McGee. It was a good tee shot, don't get me wrong. But Rich needed an assist.
Well, the assist came from Tom Byron. He's the third commentator for the Golf Channel. Tom Byron was just minding his own business.
I purposely bounced off the green because
leaning on his putter. And
that would have been a huge fucking
the
putt.
ball hit Tom Byron's
Would have been a
putter
chance of
and
making
then
this.
careened into the hole. So, 17. Made famous, a little bit of history with a couple of names to drag up from the post.
On the green, looking at a birdie opportunity. Trying to make yet another birdie.
Can't see the hole. My shadow's in the way.
Series of good holes in a row has got him to this point. Rich, 18 was always considered a long finishing hole.
Not for J.B. Holmes.
Yeah, the water was always in play. And then the day he took it over the left side, carried everything, and went on to win, that completely changed golf course play ever since that day.
And it resulted in some of the changes we're seeing now.
Yeah, and it was the new bunkering down the left side, but also it showed us all how much and how strong these guys are, how much they've improved over the years.
Second shot. A good look at the green. Seems to like it.
Good?
That was just some shot on that easy birdie.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Pretty much Just a fantastic week of golf. Add that one to the win count.
A lot of great quality players out there, and to come on top of that leaderboard is truly a great accomplishment.
All right, tied for first. One more. That was the final round? Oh shit, I just made it. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna do Mixed Up Monday tomorrow. I haven't made a playlist, which is stupid, because I like to make one tonight, so I don't have to do it right when I come home. But, yeah. Not a lot of jobs got put out within the last, like, let's say 4 or 5 days. Gilmore put out Fresh Fruit TSL 2. Remember the one, you remember the first one where you do the wall ride up the fruit stands? It's over by the docks. Yeah, so that is the only, that and one other person has, so 2 new races is all I've seen on Social Club. And I just have to recycle through old bookmark jobs, I guess. Sucks. Like, not a lot of people have really been playing GTA in the last, like, 4 or 5 days. Check this course out. I'm going to show you a cool course. This one's harder than the one that I really want to do, but this is the one that I like the most. It's under, what? Play now? Or select. I like the fucking pirate one a lot. I suppose because I like, what was that fucking one game? It's one fucking pirate game that I just played. Yeah, Uncharted 4. That's what it fucking reminds me of. Okay. So I'll just do like a front 9 or something. Yeah, that's good. I'll show you the whole fucking course is dope, and if you download the game, you'll see it. And we can play this course online together. Alright, so front 9. Oh god, I don't know if I want to do the front 9 or the back 9. The whole course looks dope, but there's a few like greens that they did like with the skull and crossbones. Back 9. And the back 9 has a finishing at the at a volcano or something. Course settings, back 9. Okay. Let's do it.
Coverage coming your way is presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Home to the Devil's Cauldron volcano. Welcome to Treasure Island, located in the South Pacific Ocean. Ahoy! I'm Rich Lerner, alongside my friend and colleague, former Stark Pirate. He's from New Zealand, Frank Navalo. Ready to call all the action out here today on this hard-to-find, mysterious course. Good luck finding this in your hometown.
It already looks
Some are
fucking
here,
dope.
Frank, just for the lure of the buried treasure. But I can't wait to see what this course brings to the table. What can you tell us about Devil's Cauldron volcano?
Rich, the first thing you notice are the different flag sticks out there.
You need a couple more crazy courses like this in there, man.
For all to see. And you're right about the treasure. It's there to be found.
And look at how I'm teeing off a goddamn plank of sorts.
But get off the ship, find some dry land, keep away from the water, and you will be more than rewarded. But also be very, very wary. The bounty's not for everyone. So grab your six.
That's fucking light rough. That's all that is.
He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards.
Second shot.
Some of them, though, on this back nine, have some greens that are very unforgiving. Like they make, you'll see. Hold on. 4 iron. Dude, I hit. What the fuck did I hit?
What was he thinking there?
I have no earthly idea.
What the fuck did I hit? I was complete. Oh, there's still. I'm sorry. I have to. There's no way I'm getting out of that. I don't know where the fuck I am.
EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Set in the South Pacific Ocean, surrounded by islands, today we're here at magnificent Treasure Island. It's an unlikely location for a golf course, but the creators of EA Sports have built a treasure of a layout here. Can you say X marks the spot? You never know what you'll find at the 8th hole. Hello, this is Rich Lerner alongside Frank Navalo, here to bring you all the action for today's event. Whenever you hear about Treasure Island, Frank, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Well, you need a map rather than a yardage book to get around here, Rich. Holes themselves are an amazingly eclectic bunch of, well, pleasure, pain, of course, everything in between, which I'll let you find out for yourself. Treasure, there might be some out there. Some off the
I'd probably make this.
But golf's a weird game. Take all your clubs, choose which one you want to use them wisely, and use them sparingly. Treasure Island.
That wasn't even fucking straight. Otherwise, I would have made it.
That's a par. Scorecard clean, still even for the round. Frank, you and I anything like this?
Nothing here. Wait a minute.
No, I haven't, Rich, and I don't think I ever will again either. Treasure Island is only one of them, that's for sure, and there's only one hole like the 11th there. 5 different fairways to choose. 5? 5, and it depends on your level of ability and how bold you are. Another little bit of fairway up there, well, if you can't reach this par 5 and 2. But if you're really, really game, you go down the thinnest, longest right side, and you can and will.
Fucking layup shots. This is really a hard par 5. There's no way I'm getting on. See it. Okay. Get on 3.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green line special.
Look at that. That's decent.
Oh, man, not a good shot.
Puttable, I think.
It was wicked.
It was uphill with a curver.
In the hole, and that'll bring the score to 1 under.
uphill putts best, man. Fucking downhill putt.
Well, that's the thing with Buccaneers Bay. All those choices to be made. There's 5 places really to find dry ground. The first 3 for the mere mortals. But if you really want to power up on your EA Sports game, look at the 2 and just
backspin it there.
something special. Just like fun.
Yep, that's good.
Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle. Got to be careful here. Downhill, he's got to time it good because your weight's a little bit more on your front foot.
Collects another birdie.
I don't know why I fucking thought that out, so it's fucking 2 inches away.
Frank, the par 5 13 here at Treasure Island, I have to say, this makes the par 5 18, the famous hole at Pebble Beach, look like a walk in the park.
It certainly does. All the choices here, though, Richard, the 13th, and, well, 13 is unlucky for some. The fairway for most is always down the right, but then if you hit your tee shot, then where do you go next? You go down the left on that little sliver of land. You go further down there in the nice big patch of green grass. It leaves you an easy 3rd shot.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe even try
Pins on the other side of that
this
fucking
par
river.
5 that measures close to 600 yards.
Sucks, I can't get there in 2.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one.
Oh.
Starting to feel it now. 2 straight birdies and 3 under for the round. Frank, the thing about Treasure Island is at any point a player could stop and consider just where they are. If they're not where they need to be mentally, they could really be thrown off their game. You're right at the base of a volcano here.
Well, it's a chance for your round to heat up, too. I'm loving that balance.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Oh, that could have been a worse putt. Look at that
right
fucking
there,
green
the approach,
surface.
giving him another good look. Frank, this is a nice run right here.
Oh, yeah, and this is very makeable.
Oh my
too.
god, look at the
Excellent
whole
chance
green
for
going
4 in a
fucking
row.
nutsoid, except for where I'm at right now.
Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're
God,
doing
damn,
good.
that's so stupid.
Did the job right there. Frank, now the climb begins here at R315.
Up will go, that's for sure. The rather meager 145 yards is going to play much longer than that because
Look
of
at
the
that green.
steepness
Fucking,
and the elevation. So you better club up.
looks
Club
like a
accordingly. But there's reward there. You're gonna
cellulosic.
get closer and closer
Never mind.
to the heat.
Yeah, we're
Treasure
fucking
Island.
going with that. Alright. Oh,
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
come on, come on. Get in there, you dick.
What a
Look at
shot.
his fucking dick.
Next to the hole.
Cock tease, is that what that was? That's all that was.
Just the tap in to finish the hole.
Look at his fucking acid trap.
You have to like that.
Oh, man.
16th hole at Treasure Island. Pure danger from that left side while continuing the climb.
Man, Eagles are the winner. Fucking spoiler alert, man.
Be careful, because right at the corner of the elbow, there's no funny bone.
I fucking hate football, monster bucks. I'm sorry, dude. It's gay.
All the way down to the bottom.
I don't even know who the Eagles were playing. The Patriots? The Patriots lost. That's actually awesome. Fuck the Patriots.
Excellent drive, Frank. Right where you want to be. Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green.
This is not good. Wait a minute. Barely on there with that club. What was this, a 4-iron? That's probably... Oh!
See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
It's downhill, so a little bit of this, I think. I can never get the downhill putts, man.
Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
It's been that way since Tiger Woods. It's always presented a problem to me. The uphill's no problem.
Good solid work right there, and stays at 4 under. Now to the par 4 17th. 366 yards from the back tee here to the middle of the green. Not much room for error.
So yeah, that's a pretty cool course, right? I think
the
Skull and Crossbones was the first 9. I'm only playing the back 9. They also have an X marks the spot fucking green. It's pretty cool. I know the finishing hole is like right at the lava. Fucking characters. I don't know how he's surviving. He's glowing red.
Above, and this will play at least a club longer.
Pitching wedge. Drop it. This 9-iron right in front. A little bit of backspin, I think.
Good swing, good shot yet again. That is classy.
I had a chance of going in.
Takes care of business. 5 under par.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, you know, it's a fantasy course or whatever. There's only 2 in here. The other one's from that Battlefield shoot-'em-up game. Oh, this is the finishing hole, right? I barely have to move the camera so I can see what the fuck. There's smoke's in the way. Yeah. How is that bridge not on fire? Look at the lava's right there. It should be on fire. Alright, 54 degree. Which means it's going to backspin a little. Not as much as my 68 or whatever. I didn't even hit it straight. Bruh, in the lava.
Frank missed the green off the tee.
Oh, the lava.
But this is certainly a tricky little shot coming up here at par 3.
Very nicely done, right on the dance floor. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
Yeah, that dude should be fucking burning up.
What's the mindset, Frank? Keep it going.
first thing, really, Rich, just try and keep the same composure for tomorrow's round. Get some rest. We know that. Shouldn't really have to hit the range. Swings in good position.
And then the other one,
keep it easy and visualize how tomorrow.
I'll show you the other one. It's pretty cool too. I'll only do the. I got hole in one on the first front nine twice. I don't know if I can do it again today, but or now. And partial star. And front nine. Yeah, that's good.
This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. This is Rich Lerner alongside my colleague Frank Nalamo for EA Sports, who will be calling all the action for today's event.
Rich, I'm armed and ready. Are you?
I am. Battle gear on. Let's get it going.
Alright, I'm back. Alright, let's do this front.
Frank, no leisurely stroll from the clubhouse to the
Guess
first tee.
this is the one I got a hole in one on. I'm sure it's not going to happen again
From
today,
an
but
aircraft carrier on the first tee.
Yeah, it's a scary little sight trying to take off there on that opening tee shot. Green situated on a little island. 186 yards, though. That's what we've been radioed in the yardage today. Should be safely on deck.
yeah.
That will be a great look at birdie. Not a gimme, but well within.
Yeah, you like that monster, I bet you do. Yeah.
That's
Oh
not
my
how
God.
You picture it, Frank, when you step on
I
that
got
first
it
tee.
hole in one the first time I played
You'd
this.
like to go
Far
back to that first tee right now and start again.
this green.
And so just getting started.
I think I birdied almost every fucking hole in this.
Down to the second hole.
Hole,
Frank, just a
ace
look
two
here.
of them. Two
This
aces,
green is clearly
maybe
very heavily guarded.
Yeah, you notice that guard
No
shack on
bogeys
the
at all.
right there. Well, you better keep your head down
Pretty
because we're
easy.
not sure whether or not that guard shack is actually empty.
Be a dangerous shot here for the second.
And left trees, a little bit of sand. There's the bridge as well.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track.
except
putting
for I
for
can't
birdie
see the
now.
hole.
Makes the putt and goes to 1 under.
Whoops. Alert.
I've heard of a strong wind coming from out of the south-southeast, but this is something
Oh,
I've
check this
never
out.
seen.
All right.
Really
Yeah, that's
destroyed
pretty
this
cool right
par
here.
three.
Oh no.
Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
Oh, dude, look.
Setting up for the shot from the sand.
Alright, anyway, you get the gist. I'm not fucking playing for that. I can't. Hold on a second. Right. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Frank, the handicap system in golf really is the great equalizer, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no sport like it. I can't imagine going to Wimbledon and playing, sort of Djokovic or Federer, or, playing NFL with Peyton Manning. But, the beauty of golf, we can go to the golf course.
That sucks.
We decide what our handicaps are on the first tee. We decide who's going to get strokes, and then off you go and play. And you play on a level playing field.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational.
Tom Weiskopf is one of my idols. I love the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of Michael.
It looks like Rory McIlroy can stick in the follow-through. That is just a beautiful shot.
Yeah, no, Rob. Nobody was on tonight.
A nice high,
Nobody's been on for a little bit.
Second shot would be ideal here. There's a little bit of a ridge in this green. Don't really want to be going long here. Those two bunkers, never easy coming out of those and downhill.
It should be pretty good right there.
Oh, should have been in.
Yeah, it was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Putter looks like a fucking murder weapon. You see that thing?
Back to the action here at the second and a par 3. Frank, it's 231 yards. What are we looking at?
Well, somehow, if you can hit it sky high, that's the best shot to hit in there. This green sometimes gets brick hard, and of course, it all slopes to the left.
Appears to be tracking well.
In the fucking hole in one. See that shit?
Par 4 third here at Bay Hill. This is a hole where you do not
that's good.
434 yards
make
and
sure.
plenty of water.
Don't look left. Don't
Yeah,
hit it
that's
left.
a hole in one.
Don't play left. Don't go left.
Oh shit, and then I follow up with okay, that's not bad.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
You say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Oh, good, okay.
And this will be fine. Just to the left of the flag.
Really good distance control there and well to his strengths. And getting ready for the putt.
The murder weapon didn't fucking murder it. What the fuck?
Nudge this one home, finish it up.
Or it's just bad approach.
Did the job right there. For those of you just tuning in, we're checking in now on our featured golfer here at the 4th. A couple of birdies already on the card. Still early.
Up on it.
Look at the coil. Looks to be putting everything into this one. Just destroyed it.
Smoked that one.
Wow, Frank, I mean, he put the thumb down on that one.
And kept it going, too. To mash that down like that, that's the air time, the hang time he got out.
This is a good-looking shot. That was just a gutsy shot.
1 and 2 and a par 5. Not bad. Terrible shot going up here.
14-foot putt here.
Oh,
That one again.
getting a little better at these downhills.
Trying to make an eagle.
Downhills are the worst.
It's a rare bird, but the pleasure of making one, well worth it.
Starting to move on this game.
Nice look to it. Loose loop.
Frank, what's the play here off the tee? Is it driver, or do you play it safe with an iron?
A lot of the times that's predicated by the wind, Rich. If you've got a trailing breeze, driver is very much in play. Otherwise, just poke a little iron down the right side.
That appeared to be a good strike right there for him.
It's just towering, hanging in the sky.
It's tasty looking right there. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a line like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there. His momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
That's a birdie. Good position from the inside. Weekend move comfortably inside the cut line. Still with plenty of time left in this tournament.
This is a really cool course, man.
That is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Playing his second shot with par 5. Pretty happy with that one. 20 feet away in a good spot. Good chance here. Currently at 5 under par.
Alright.
NBC Golf
fast.
Channel on EA Sports,
Smart.
in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's second round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational.
Beautiful swing. And the result is every bit as good.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's in flush coverage.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Just the case of the hole, shooting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. This for another birdie on this hole en route. Really starting to shine in this tournament. On to the par 5 6th hole. This is one of the signature holes here at Bay Hill. Frank, what does it take to stay out of trouble on this hole?
Well, I always thought horseshoes were lucky. 6th hole shaped like a horseshoe was anything other than that. You fear a little left and big problems.
Excellent drive, Frank. Right where you want to be.
Second shot.
one should be safely on deck here. What a shot. Setting up for an eagle here. Watching on the lead and the speed.
I knew that was going to fucking make it.
Well, you can't. I mean, that's embarrassing.
You can leave a par putt, birdie putt, an eagle putt.
Might want to just shut the game down. Well, after that beast of a par 5, Frank, it is time to finesse one up on the green here at the par 3-7, just a little under 200 yards.
There's a big mound in the middle of this green. Flag's above it, and you've got to be really precise. If it's short of it, you can use that mound as a backstop.
Not once have I got one of those. Wow, I got a whole one. That's all that is. What the fuck? Oh, dude. Straight in.
Let's move on to the 8th, and Frank, what's ahead here?
Big par 4, just over 450 yards. Ideally, you want to get it down by that bunker where it's nice and flat, because that second shot, you know what's coming up.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time.
This looks like a GTA course as well.
That's
7 or
really
something
good
like
here
that.
at the 8th. You want to get it out there. He's done that, and he's kept it in the fairway. Frank, this is a pretty good par 4, the 8th. What about the approach shot?
Such intimidating second shot here at 8. I think it's the best one on the golf course, Rich. You can see very quickly why the goal is to hit your second shots nice and high and get them to land soft. This is what you have to do with your second shot.
Too much backspin. That would have been a tapper.
Good chance now for another birdie.
Oh, it's
See
still
if he can
straight
go
putt.
one better
Still.
than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Simple, solid. I'll take it.
The one that you need to make.
Finishing up here on the front side at Bay Hill with a lengthy par 4. And what's the key, Frank?
Well, the hole's relatively flat. The rough on the right comes into play. If you can carry that ball 300 yards, then just take it in over the bunker.
Wow, he moved that over way right into play. Frank, you want to make the turn in style? Do it tonight, the approach shot, and what are we looking at?
Big green, one of the biggest on the golf course. This hole's changed a lot with equipment over the years, so long iron, even a mid-iron for some people feels good, and generous green. Just pitch it on the front foot.
Well, no, it's good. Yeah, okay.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
I got the leg in there.
Shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Another birdie, and what a day it's been. So all the scores have been posted for round number 2. Look who is on the board, Frank.
There were 2 very solid rounds of golf. The key right now, just stay out of your own way and keep it up. The pressure will start to build. We know that.
I probably got one more in me, and then I gotta go to sleep. So we'll see. Yeah, this will be my last one for the night.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational.
Oh, if this is up, it's good.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Back in 1971, Frank, Arnold Palmer won the event. That was 8 years before he actually became the host. Beat one of the sweet swingers in the game, Julius Bordos, by a shot.
Yeah, Julius Boris is certainly a name to remember and a rhythm everybody would like to copy. But, you know, in the mid-70s, Arnold was just prolific. And he grew to really love and savor his own event. Once he put his name on it, the event was simply grew and started.
That is just a standard shot right there. And now a chance for an eagle. Shouldn't be a problem here.
This is not good, no.
Oh my goodness, how did he miss that?
On its way, just didn't have to.
Back-to-back birdies, we'll see. Frank, the good news as you come to the 7th after that beast of a par 5 is that it's just under 200 yards and there's no water.
It's not as long as the second, but it's just as demanding. Very narrow entry into this green. In the direction of the sea.
It looks like it. Sometimes you get breaks and you got one right there.
Well, I guess the bunker was a little smaller than I thought it was. It looked mean for that.
No fucking way. If anything, I thought it was more on the right than it was on the left.
Trying to stay steady, make a par.
That was stupid.
Par here's fine, isn't it, Frank? Getting ready to tee off here at the 8th. Frank, this hole has it all. Dogleg, bunkers, water. How do you successfully navigate it?
It's such a pretty looking hole, Rich. That bunker down the left just sort of pops out and you see it. So you can either work it off that to the right, either that or just aim a little right. But be careful of those trees on the right.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. To make yet another
Oh,
birdie.
yeah, it's right in the hole.
Final hole now of the front side. It's a 474-yard par 4. And Frank, you've played it before. What works best here?
Well, ideally, a nice little draw off the tee. He's loading up on it.
Look at it.
What you're looking at is one of the biggest greens on the golf course, Rich, so it gives you a chance to be perhaps a little more aggressive than what you would normally think on a par 4 that's just a little under 500 yards.
On the par 3 yesterday, don't forget. Been a pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Good.
Man,
2 short putts
just
in a row.
pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back nine, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Terrific golf shot. Easy birdie. Just a couple of feet. That wraps up the third round. Just one more to go before we crown our champion.
I'm saying I'm looking like crystal ball that we see tomorrow.
No,
it might be the one just sitting at the leaderboard on top of it right now.
What the fuck? This is like Cloud Simulator in fucking GTA. What the fuck is going on? It won't load in.